One out, DeMarco here, and this is going to be your Friday video report. How about that game last night between the Packers and Saints? Oh my God, you talk about a barn burner, huh? I gave you the Packers here on the video report, told you I thought they were the way to go if you were going to play the side, but unequivocally I told you the best bet in the game was the total, and then I gave you all the over if you happened to get it last night. Wasn't it nice knowing that you had the over in the bag? You know, before the second half started? I mean, yes, we needed one more score, a couple more points in the second half, but you knew you were going to get that. But at halftime, hell, at the end of the first quarter, the Packers almost had the over themselves last night. Easy winner. Again, though, I know there's a lot of trepidation out there among gamblers to bet totals. I've never understood why. You know, when they go to the window, it's not like the cashier says, "Oh, I'm sorry, we can't pay you as much money for a winning total play as a winning side play." It's money. It's a bet. And by far, it was the easiest bet last night. And I'll tell you what, you know, for those that had the Saints last night, oh my God, what a heartbreaking loss. You know, guys often ask me if I don't have an opinion on the game or if I'm not betting the game, who do I want to see win? Well, you know, sometimes it's a favorite team. You know, that's when I can go with my heart rather than my head. Last night, hey, I wanted to see the Saints come through. Even though I told you the Packers I thought were the play, I wouldn't have minded seeing the Saints go through because Anthony Redd, Bob Valentino, Jeff Benton, among others, you know, they all had big plays on the Saints last night. And what can you say? If you saw the end of the game, you know how it turned out. For those of you that didn't, I mean, the Saints were there knocking on the doorstep, a late rally on the 1 yard line. What I don't understand is the play call on that particular spot. Everybody knew that the Saints were probably going to run the ball. Green Bay oversold, sold out on the run. That's why they stacked the middle. The linebackers flying over the top, coming in to build up that wall to prevent penetration. You know, and to use an analogy, Sean Payton, to me, last night was like a kid on Christmas morning wanting to immediately unwrap the newest, biggest toy he had and play with it, and that toy was Mark Ingram, the rookie running back, the Heisman Trophy winner out of Alabama. You knew he was going to get the ball. You knew Dom Capers, the veteran defensive coordinator of Green Bay, was counting on him getting the ball as well. So wouldn't it have been wiser, considering the night that Drew Brees had against that Green Bay defense, do a little play-action rollout perhaps and try to throw it into the corner of the end zone? I don't get it. I mean, listen, you're on the 1 yard line and you're knocking. It's just one of those devastating losses. So, you know, it's not a game that guys like Shawn Michaels, for example, had the Green Bay Packers last night. It's not one that Shawn could be jumping up and down with because even though the Packers should have won that game by 30 points, it was right there for the Saints to take. But as I always said, breaks even out over the long run, and so be it. Now listen, guys, I've got a $15 money-saving discount coupon code coming your way in just a moment. I'm going to take a look at the Arizona State Missouri game tonight. That's going to be your college football contest. And also have a free pick in baseball coming your way in just a moment. But first, let's talk about a couple of handicappers here. You know, I mentioned to you that Anthony Redd did happen to lose an NFL game last night, but fact still remains that Anthony Redd has made his customers so much money, it's absolutely sickening. Tonight he's back to baseball. And guys, this season in baseball, a $10 bettor has won $7,400 following Anthony Redd's advice. And tonight has a 30-dime trifecta. That is 3 30-dime selections. And just looking here, his trifecta record, his last 57 trifectas, the last 57 times he's released 3 plays, he's gone 96, 68, and 3 with those plays. Overall, $10 bettor over the past 10 weeks has won $6,602, so you might want to check out Anthony Redd tonight was for his 30-dime baseball trifecta. As for me, last night, of course, the 15-dime winner, coming in with the over. I'm now 8-3 in the NFL so far this season, preseason, regular season combined, hitting 7 out of 10 of those 15-dime releases. Tonight, dialing it down just a little bit in baseball, but earlier this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I cashed in with consecutive 10-dime plays in baseball. Tonight, another 10-dime best bet in baseball. That's what I feel is the best bet on tonight's card, not the football game, even though I'll talk about that in just a moment. Now, for your money-saving discount coupon code, let's go with BLACK15. BLACK15. Because after what happened with the Saints last night, I think a lot of you have to get back into the black tonight. You know what I mean? So, BLACK and the number 15. Enter that with no space between the word or the number when prompted in your shopping cart, and you will save $15 off of any single purchase you make today. It's a one-time usage coupon. It's only good today. Don't necessarily have to buy my plays, but like I said yesterday, you should have thought about it because I had the winner on the over. Now, let's talk about this college football game tonight. What worries me because I do like Arizona State, is the fact that this number is exceptionally high. Spend a lot of time in Phoenix during the summer. Why? When it's 115 degrees to 117 and even more humid than it is here in Vegas is beyond me sometimes, but so I follow the Arizona State football program a lot. Dennis Erickson better win this game tonight because he has lost 10 consecutive games to ranked foes. But here's the positives for Arizona State. Yes, they beat up a cupcake last week in Cal Davis 48-14. Yes, they did have like 517 total yards in this game, but they have a decent quarterback. Brock Osweiler threw for 269 yards last week. They have the speed and athletic advantage here in this matchup tonight as well. They have a pretty darn good defense, believe it or not, Arizona State. Most of it's a veteran defense. This is a team that last year was one of the top teams in the nation at stopping the run. Also one of the top teams in the nation in terms of holding opponents on third down conversion attempts. So I like Arizona State in this game. Plus, you look at some of the ATS numbers. They're on a 32-18 ATS run at home. 6 out of 7 in Tempe they covered last year. And overall last year they covered 10 out of 12 games. But they didn't get a bowl berth because one of their wins came against a cupcake on the 6-6 season. Very important for them to come out of the gates. Missouri opened up last week 17-6 over Miami of Ohio. Missouri, Big 12, Miami of Ohio, Mid-American Conference. You see the problem here, guys? Listen, Missouri has the new quarterback, of course. Gabbert went off to the NFL, so they had to turn to James Franklin. 72 yards passing. Rushing, 120 yards passing against the Red Hawks last week. Had some problem with the sideline routes. Had some problems going deep and finding receivers as well. Not really a good game, and now it's his second career start, and it's on the road, too. There's going to be 60-some thousand at Sun Devil Stadium tonight. They're having a blackout. Another reason I'm going with that Black 15 coupon tonight, where they're going to asking everybody to wear black because they're debuting their new uniforms. And please, God, I hope they look better than those Maryland uniforms we had to see on Monday night against Miami of Florida. So I like Arizona State, but this number is powered up to like 8.5 points. Some even 9 out there, It was 7 early yesterday morning, 7.5 yesterday and last night. I just worry about that number being too big. But if I had to bet it, I would go with Arizona State in the contest. Now, for baseball free selection today, I'll tell you what, I'm going to go take a look at the game between the Phillies and the Brewers. Now, the Phillies do have some injury concerns. Chase Utley is out of the lineup because of a concussion. Ryan Howard did not play tonight because he's got bursitis in his foot. And, of course, Jimmy Rollins is off the disabled list with the hamstring pull, but no word when he'll be coming back into the lineup. So you've got 3/4 of the infield didn't play last night. And they still won 7-2. They've still won 9 of their last 11 games, including 4 straight. And I'm going to get Roy Halladay tonight at minus $1.30. Okay, granted, even though he's pitched well, the Phillies are 1-3 in his last 4 starts. But let's keep in mind, the Phillies went 14-1 in his previous 15 starts prior to that stretch, and he personally went 10-1. With a 2.71 earned run average in that particular period. Sean Markham has pitched very well. No run support, though. Last 5 starts, 1.04 earned run average, but the Brewers have scored 1 run or less in 3 of those 5 outings. So I'm going to go with the Phillies here. Halladay 8-3 on the road with a 2.66 earned run average. Markham a higher ERA at home than he has on the road at near 4 at Miller Park. So I'm going to take the Phillies and Arizona State as your 2 free plays. Good luck, everybody. Remember that money saving discount coupon code is going to be Black 15 to save $15 off of any single purchase today. And I'll catch you again early Saturday morning.